And welcome back to chapter 14 of Genesis. Lot's captivity and rescue. Let's get started. Chapter 14. It came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arithako, king of Elizar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that they made war with Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinabab, king of Adamar, Shember, king of Zebolim, and king of Bela, that is Zorah. Verse 3, all these joined together in the valley of Siddim, that is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year, Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him came and attacked the Relamah of Ashurlab, Karanub, the Zoom of Ham, the Emi of Shavekirkam, and the Hortites in their mountains of Seir, as far as El-Paran, which is by the wilderness. Verse 7, they turned back and came to Mishap, that is Kadesh, and attacked all the countries of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites, and dwelt in Hazran Tamar. And the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Amor, the king of Zebul, and the king of Bela, that is Zor, went out and joined together in battle in the valley of Siddim against Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of nations, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arik, king of Elazar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of asphalt pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled. Some fell there, and the remains fled to the mountains. Then they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their provisions and went their way. Verse 12, they also took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods departed. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram, the Hebrew, for he dwelt by the terebinth tree of Mamre, and Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Anar. They were allies with Abram. Now when Abram heard his brother was taken captive, he armed his 318 trained servants who were born in his own house and went to pursuit as far as Dan. He divided his forces against them by night, and he and his servants attacked them, pursued them as far as Hobah, which is north of Damascus. Verse 16, so he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his brothers Lot and his goods, as well as the women and his people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him at the valley of Shaveh, and that is the King's Valley, after his return from the defeat of Chedorlaomer and kings who were with him. Verse 18, Abram and Melchizedek. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine and was priest of God Most High. He blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of God Most High, professor of heaven, earth, and bless the God Most High, who was delivered your enemies into your hands. Verse 21, and he gave him a tenth, a tithe of all. Now the king of Sodom said to Abram, give me the persons and take the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted my hand to the Lord, God Most High, and the Professor of heaven and earth, that I will take nothing from a thread to a sandal strap, and that I will not take anything that is yours, lest you should say, I have made Abram rich. Verse 24, except only that the young men have eaten, and the portion of men who went with me, Anar, Eshcol, and Merim, let them take their portion. End of chapter 14. Well, I very much struggled with this chapter, reading a lot of these big names, and I said pretty much all of them wrong, I'm sure. But we see Lot's captivity and his rescue. And again, Lot is in a place where he should not be. He should not be in this place. There is a lot of stuff going on here. And we see Abram and Melchizedek. I think we'll hear more about Melchizedek in the next chapters. And then we are going to move on to chapter 15, which looks very interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. God bless.